Good morning and welcome. It's wonderful to be here with you all today. I'm Dr. Sarah Walker, and I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. By authorization of the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System and the Colorado State University faculty, I declare the first commencement of the Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, Geosciences, and Human Dimensions of Natural Resource departments, and the 141st commencement year of Colorado State University to be in session. To begin our ceremony, please stand and join Haley Price from the School of Music, Theater, and Dance in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our
Please be seated.
Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples.
This was also
today. For countless generations, my ancestors have walked the sacred lands of the San Luis Valley and the Arkansas River Valley. Because of them, I stand before you to continue the legacy of the Ute and the Pueblo tribes of southern Colorado, whose deep connection to this land has persisted throughout time. As a land-grant institution, Colorado State University honors the Cheyenne, the Arapaho, and the Ute tribes upon which this university stands, as well as all other indigenous inhabitants near and far, by opening the ceremony with our university land acknowledgement. With this acknowledgement, we recognize the long history of tribal nations and their people that have lived and stewarded the land. We also recognize the importance of the contributions and traditional ecological knowledge that indigenous people make to research, education, and environmental management. Here within the College of Natural Resources, we strive to provide a voice for everyone and aim to consider numerous perspectives on decisions that directly affect our education and our environment. Let us honor and acknowledge the Cheyenne, the Arapaho, and Ute tribes by directing our attention to Colorado State University's land acknowledgement on the screens above, which serve as a reminder to foster a more comprehensive and balanced understanding of all fields associated within the realm of natural resources. Thank you.
Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples.
This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other native nations.
We recognize the indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it.
As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed.
CSU is a land-grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion.
And significantly, that our founding came at a dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon.
This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment.
Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our platform party. As I introduce each person, I will ask them to rise and remain standing through the introductions. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Dr. Michael Ronayne, Associate Professor, Department of Geosciences. Let's hold our applause till the end. Mr. Paul Layden, Master Instructor, Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Dr. Caitlin Wells, Assistant Professor, Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Emma Burdick, Graduating Senior, Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Dean Alonzo Aguirre, Warner College of Natural Resources. Dr. Tony Chang, Interim Head, Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Dr. Joel Pedersen, Head, Department of Geosciences. Dr. Liba Pichar, Professor, Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Dr. Dan Preston, Assistant Professor, Department of Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Olivia Montoyo, Graduating Senior, Department of Geosciences. Let us recognize this group. Let's also recognize the members of our Warner College faculty. Faculty, please stand. Please also take this moment to help me recognize our soloist, Haley Price, and our quintet, Big Thompson Brass. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Tony Chang to come forward and provide his opening remarks.
Well, good afternoon, graduates, faculty, staff, families, and friends. Let's hear it for the graduating Warner Rams. You made it. What a great day. So my name is Tony Chang. I am the interim head for the Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, one of 5 academic departments in the Warner College of Natural Resources. It's an honor to be here with you today. We gather today in a spirit of celebration, gratitude, and reflection. This is a significant milestone in your life's journey, a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. So it is with great joy that we come together to honor not just your academic achievements, but also your unwavering commitment to conservation and the science-based stewardship of our natural world. Our world is facing unprecedented challenges, from the accelerating impacts of climate change to the continued loss of biodiversity. Indeed, climate change is a reality we can no longer ignore, from catastrophic wildfires to prolonged droughts to shifts in species composition of Earth's biomes. The evidence is clear and compels us to continuously develop and apply the best available scientific knowledge to craft solutions that work for both people and nature. And speaking of people, there is also the reality of needing sustainably harvest and use natural resources so that the present and future generations can enjoy a dignified quality of life. There will always be a need for clean air and clean water, productive lands that produce food, energy, and raw materials for our homes and our ways of life, and natural areas where we can recreate and engage in sustainable tourism. And so the urgency to innovate, act, and adapt has never been more clear. Even in the face of these immense challenges, there is an incredible opportunity for transformation, opportunity for innovation, for collective action, and for leadership. Each one of you represents the epitome of hope and promise for our planet's future. You are the frontrunners of change, the stewards of our ecosystems, and the champions of sustainability. So embrace this responsibility and be bold in your actions. Work collaboratively with others, authentically include diverse perspectives, and be the change makers who inspire others to join this vital movement. Advocate for policies that protect our environment, support sustainable practices, and educate others about the importance of living in harmony with nature. As graduates of Warner College, you have the tools now to lead the charge for a more sustainable future. As you step into the next chapter of your life, I urge you to stay connected to your passions and remain committed to your values. The road ahead may not always be easy, but your dedication to the environment and your communities will guide you through. Remember, every small effort counts, whether it's planting a tree, advocating for policy changes, or simply sharing your knowledge with others. You have the power to make a difference. Let us reaffirm our commitment to safeguarding the species, ecosystems, and environments that sustain life on this planet. Let this mission inspire you to be an important part of that global plan, whether as scientists, land stewards, wildlife managers, analysts, policymakers, business owners, teachers, or community advocates. Your work will touch lives, shape perceptions, and most importantly, make a tangible difference in the way we relate to our environment. So whatever your future path may be, remember that you have the power to change the narrative around environmental stewardship. You can inspire others and advocate for sustainable practices and challenge systems that no longer serve our planet. Graduates, today's your day. Let it be a celebration of your hard work, your passion, and your dedication to the world around you. But let it also be a reminder that the journey does not end here. The world needs you now more than ever. As the next generation of environmental leaders, you are equipped with the knowledge, skills, and the heart to make a profound difference. As you move forward, be bold, be brave, be the change you wish to see in the world. You are ready. I have no doubt that you will rise to meet this moment with resolve, creativity, and optimism. I want to congratulate each of you on your hard work and determination. You are not just graduates, you are the future leaders in the fight for biodiversity, climate action, and sustainability. Embrace this role with courage and passion, so the world is counting on you. Congratulations. Now, I would like to ask Dr. Dan Preston to present our posthumous degree award.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a momentous occasion as we gather to celebrate the achievements of our students. But for one family, and for many among us, the day is also marked by deep sorrow as we pause to recognize the life and legacy of a student whose time with us ended far too soon. It is with the deepest respect and mournful hearts that we announce the posthumous conferral of degree to Dahaja Onea Hopper. Dahaja would have graduated today with a Bachelor of Science in Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. During her time in the college, Dahaja made lasting, indelible contributions. She excelled in her studies and research, guided by a deep commitment to serving others and strengthening her community. She was driven to learn and explore the world and its environments, especially through hands-on learning activities in which she particularly excelled. Her professors, myself included, describe her as organized, hardworking, motivated, and exceptionally bright. She actively sought mentorship and was already looking ahead to graduate school to continue her research and studies. Dahaja was a proud member of the inaugural cohort of CSU McNair Scholars, which is a program that aims to prepare undergraduates for graduate study. As a scholar, her love for learning, research, and sharing knowledge and experiences with others was evident. McNair program staff spoke of her as an extraordinary soul, an invaluable member of the research community who forged heart-centered connections with those around her. Her contributions to her research group in FWCB were so substantial that she will be acknowledged in the publication that stems from that work. Beyond the classroom, Dahaja also used her tremendous skills and gifts in service to others as a residential assistant in Summit Hall. While there, she worked with students in the Warner College residential learning community. Dahaja's diligence, reliability, and compassion earned her the trust of peers and staff alike, and she played a vital role in fostering a supportive and welcoming environment for incoming students. Our community continues to feel the profound loss of Dahaja's passing, and while that cannot ever be fully healed, we are proud today to honor her perseverance, strength, and hard work with this degree award. Now I'd like to invite Dahaja's family to the stage to accept her diploma, including Mom Carla, Sister Demia, and soon-to-be brother-in-law, William. Now I invite Dr. Liba Pejar to come forward to recognize our university honors students, our Latin distinction graduates, and Honor Society initiates.
The candidates for University Honors Scholar must complete a program of academic excellence, which includes honors seminars, honors courses in the major, and a senior honors thesis, while achieving at least a 3.5 cumulative grade point average. These scholars candidates are wearing green regalia, and those with gold cords are also candidates for graduation with Latin distinction. This semester, we have 19 graduates from the University of Honors program. Will you please stand and remain standing as your name is called? Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. From the Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, Nicole Albert, Magnolia Borelli, Emily Dorak, Mila Gorel-Assam, Travis Hackett, Alexander Hartshorn, Elizabeth Hazard, Alessandro Hernandez, Emma Hovland, Calandra Muse, Oliver Myers, Jordan Rivera, Garen Snyder, Sam Votberg, Aaron Watson. And from the Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, Kelly DeMatteis, Riley McMillan, Monica McWilliams, Gretchen Weider. Congratulations. Okay, you may be seated if you'd like. Now we will recognize our candidates of distinction. These graduates symbolize the academic achievements of approximately the upper 10% of today's degrees recipients. Candidates for distinction are determined as follows. Those with a designation of summa cum laude constitute approximately the top 1% of the class. Those designated magna cum laude constitute approximately the next 3% of the class. Those designated cum laude constitute approximately the next 6% of the class. The students who have been nominated to these distinctions are wearing gold robes or green robes with gold cords and will be identified separately as they receive their diplomas. Please stand now as a group and be recognized. Thank you. Additionally, scholastic achievement and professional potential are recognized by various national honor societies. Select members of this graduating class have been recognized for their achievements through initiation into Psi Sigma Pi, the only national honor society which recognizes students in forestry and all natural resources areas. You will recognize these graduates by their green, white, and gold stoles. Would the initiates of Psi Sigma Pi please stand and be recognized? It is my honor to also recognize the exceptional students who have earned the Mentored Research and Artistry distinction offered through CSU's Office for Undergraduate Research and Artistry. The primary goal of the program is to provide students with the opportunity to engage in authentic hands-on research or creative work within their discipline. Today, we celebrate these students for their commitment to excellence, their passion for discovery, and their ability to make unique contributions that will shape their futures. Will the students who have earned the Mentored Research and Artistry distinction please stand to be recognized? Our PhD graduates officially received their degrees yesterday in a separate ceremony. However, we want to say a special congratulations to those graduates. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize any first-generation graduates. You are a testament to the power of a land-grant university, and we celebrate your contributions to our community. Will first-generation students and their families please stand and be recognized? At this time, I would also like to recognize any student veterans graduating today wearing a white stole. Will those who have served or are currently serving our nation please stand? Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Alonzo Aguirre for the recognition of our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Pechar, for highlighting the achievements of our students. Graduates, today marks a significant milestone in your journey, a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. And it is with great joy that we come together to honor you, not just for your academic achievements, but also your unwavering commitment to the conservation of biodiversity and the stewardship of our natural world. Each one of you represents the epitome of hope and promise for our planet's future. You are the frontrunners of change, the custodians of our precious ecosystems, and the champions of sustainability. At this time, we will begin the recognition of our graduates. As you know, the official conferral degrees will take place later today at the university's commencement ceremony, so we hope to see you all there. But this is the moment you have all been waiting for, the opportunity to walk across the stage and be recognized individually for your achievements. Congratulations, Warner Rams. Would U.S. Sciences Marshal John Singleton please escort your graduates to the front of the stage to receive the diplomas? And Dr. Joe Peterson, come please forward to congratulate our graduates, and I'll be joining you. So where do we stand? Oh, yeah, exactly. And they're gonna probably stay. Yes, I can.
Ahmed Abukatwa, Masters of Science, Geosciences. Jorge Espinoza Selly, Masters of Science, Geosciences. Connor Mertz, Masters of Science, Geosciences. Ronan Ben Gallagher, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Jack Blanke, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Nicholas Dean Widler, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Vic Donahue, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Jacob R. Flack, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Alazar Amarez, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Saif Amarezi, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Matthew Marcus Lodi, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Jeremy O'Neill, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Olivia Alessandra Montoya, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Logan Michael Seymour, Bachelor of Science, Geology, magna cum laude. Leo Harland, Bachelor of Science, Geology, cum laude.
So, leaders can...
Nope. The Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Would Interim Department Head Tony Chang please come up? Catherine Gonzalez, Master of Tourism Management. Audrey Capel, Master of Tourism Management. Lacey Tolliver, Master of Tourism Management. Katie Fletcher, Master of Tourism Management. Kip Wadsworth, Master of Tourism Management. Sarah Williams, Master of Tourism Management. Zainab El Sehati, Master of Tourism Management. Joe Moreira Vaz, Master of Tourism Management. Thabit Amaziad, Master of Tourism Management. Jenna Brager, Master of Science, Environmental Leadership. Sarah Ashley Collins, Master of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Megan Timer, Master of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Claudia Adamson, Master of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Connor Keith Finley, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Jason David Zahala, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Robbie Harley, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Thomas Riley McCarthy, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Tyler Garnier, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Zoe M. Katz, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Roe Kerrigan Wilson Scott, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Sophia Patricia Roberts, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Elizabeth Aspen Peters, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Natalie S. Lewis, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Ashley Elizabeth Huntley, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Kelly Elise Chesmadia, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, and Bachelor of Arts, History. Jillian Grace Kettner, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism, cum laude. Kelly Teresa DeMattis, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, cum laude. Brown Soares Perea, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, Bachelor of Science. Braden Isaiah Jones, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Leo William Hertig, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Jordan Conejo, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Emma Lorraine Clemenson, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Tanner James Purcell, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Jacqueline Taylor Luria, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Hannah Marie Tarley, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Connor William Banky, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Clinton A. Parker, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Ethan G. Barasa, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Osema Algubeisi, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Livia Nicole Affleck, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Asher Porter Reckling Gould, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Josephine Madonna Farwell, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Lauren May Peterson, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Bailey Lynn Liverman, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Brooke LaRue Eddy, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Corey A. Milligan, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Riley Olivia McMillan, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, summa cum laude. Julia Barbara Adams, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Willow Kayla Longerbean, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Tourism. Abigail E. Taylor, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Madigan Lynn Jeffries, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Peyton Adrian Perkins, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Hadley E. Kokenauer, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, cum laude. Monica Jane McWilliams, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, cum laude. Marguerite Constance Ford, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Gretchen Scout Weeder, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, magna cum laude. Luke Michael Williamson, Bachelor of Science, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources.
And now the Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Dominique Delandro, Master, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Rachel Stevenson, Master of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Christine Gardam, Master of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Callie Means, Master of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Anna Williams, Master of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Susan Burkhart, Master of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jennifer West, Master of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Isaac Arthur Thibodeau, Master of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jordan Trujillo, Master of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kimberly Elise Nichter, Master of Master of Science, Ecology. Alyssa Graziano, Master of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Lisa Sakura Rourke, Masters of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Rebecca Brock, Master of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Emma Lynn Burdick Lutz, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Nathaniel Richard Joy, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Taryn L. Luce, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Michael John Priest, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Travis Hackett, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Ellis Greer Schwartz, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jessica Page Trometer, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Emily K. Stanger, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Aaron M. Watson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Rose Margaret Behrens, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Alexandra Lee Brown, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Meredith Rose Selmeyer, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Samantha Antoner, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jordan Dawn Roberts, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jacob Cole Watts, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kelsey J. Anderson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Savannah Werner, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Madeline H. McNeil, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Claire A. Nelson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Carly Vizzini, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Libby Williams, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Valerie Marquez, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Cecilia Elise Huber, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Case Vasquez del Mercado, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jordan Rivera, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Ivy Frances Halligan, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jade Ryan Worcester, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Grace May McCluskey, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Sophie Elizabeth Deitch, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Emma Rose Hovland, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, magna cum laude. Oliver Vi Myers, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Rachel M. Halderson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Celie R. Terrassa, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Nicole Keo Diatley, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Abigail Nagel, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Samantha Rain Waring, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Ariana Nicole Barrett, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Andrew Thomas Johnson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. William Martin Drews, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Max Johnson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Sydney E. Simpson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Marissa L. Higareda, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Marissa Nicole Barfield, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Evan P. Bolstad, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Justin Hugh, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Alexander P. Hartshorn, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, summa cum laude. James Paul Wisk, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Cole Dylan Brown, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Alan Nathan Hogan, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Spencer S. Santee, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Hayden M. Lewis, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Nicholas Para Dunkley, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Garen M. Snyder, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Helen Antoinette Hansen, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jamie Ann Riemann, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Dylan Edwards, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Rachel Quevedo, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Finn L. Olliger, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Marissa Emily Drake, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Calandra Hate Muse, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, magna cum laude. Silas Chipman, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Terry James Knutson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, magna cum laude. Brianna N. Maxwell, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Tyler D. Fredrickson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Bethany Paige McCusker, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Parker James Chatham Applegate, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, magna cum laude. Zephyr Ella Benson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, summa cum laude. Peyton M. Carson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Frankie M. Witzak, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Ezra Ratcliffe, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Anthony David Berardi, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, summa cum laude. Catherine Grace Mills, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jam A. Will, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kimberly Grace Bauer, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Anna Katerina Joan DeZoten, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Elena Marie Canton, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Adrian A. Polaro, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Mila Marie Garel Essam, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Amelia Marie Woodall, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Maya J. Marie Irwin, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Justin Caswell Carter, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Aubrey Lynn Roy Williamson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jania Mahina Auli'i Nahulu Kirsch. Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kayla Nicole Eckert, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Dayani Ha Ika Pu'uvai Faust, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Brianna Noelle Brennan and Service Dog Dottie, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Cameron James Saunderson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Nicole Josephine Marie Espinoza Albert, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Elizabeth Louise Katie Hazard, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Magnolia Baroli, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Alessandro Francisco Hernandez, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Sam Vootberg, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology and Zoology, summa cum laude. Olivia G. Kilby, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Corey Dennis Foll, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Bradley Joe Kalblinger, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Irais Suarez, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Shelby Ray Stanky, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Laura Campbell, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Zane Alexander Edens Young, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Brett J. Baldacci, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Taylor J. Bigelow, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Haley Reese Wilson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Riley Elizabeth Perrine, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Mackenzie Lakota Clark Jakeway, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Logan Benjamin Sestone, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, cum laude. Garrett Reese Hilliard, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Emily Lauren Price, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Vivian Waller, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Emma K. Simpson, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Emily Nicole Durak, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Sophia Marie Rye, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Cameron L. Carter, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Alexandra Grace Bredzinski, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Catherine Nicole Whitkind, Bachelor of Science, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology.
Congratulations to our newest Warner College of Natural Resources alumni. At this time, I would like to invite forward Emma Burdick, graduating senior, Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, to deliver the graduating senior address.
Wow. All right. Esteemed faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I'd like to begin by saying how deeply humbled and truly honored I am to be standing in front of you today. To prepare for this, I watched videos and read speeches from previous years, and I must say the bar is so high. So, to break the ice and ensure your standards are appropriately lowered, I would like to start with a bit of an awkward confession. When I enrolled at CSU, I omitted my married name. The name I have been going by for the past 3 years, Emma Burdick, is not my real name. So I guess now is as good a time as any to formally introduce myself to my classmates and faculty for the first time. So, hi everyone, my name is Emma Lutz. Thank you. A little bit of background on me. I'm originally from Illinois. I'm a non-traditional student. I'm a wife, a stepmother, a veteran. I spent 7 years, thank you. I spent 7 years in the Army as a combat medic, then bounced between retail and phlebotomy. My time as a combat medic convinced me I wanted to be a doctor, so I enrolled in college to study biology. I promptly decided that was not the path for me, so I dropped out after 1 semester. Still set on entering the medical field, I enrolled in college again, this time to study nursing. On my first day of classes, I went to campus to attend my 9 a.m. lecture. Passing by the registrar's office, I decided to drop out of college instead of going to class. Needless to say, enrolling in college for the 3rd time nearly 1,000 miles from home was the biggest shot in the dark I have ever taken. The odds certainly were not in my favor, yet something called me to Warner College. Sometimes I think that had I known there was a career in hiking and wildlife viewing, apparently they call it wildlife biology, I would have had my degree 5 years ago. But that just isn't true, and I'm glad it isn't true. My unique experiences shaped me into who I was 3 years ago, but the people in this room shaped me into who I am today. Now, I wasn't hired to stand in front of you and talk about myself for 5 to 7 minutes, so let's get down to business. 3 quotes got me through the past few years, and I'd like to share them with you today. The first quote states, "Be gentle with yourself. You are doing the best you can." I remember the day I received this advice. I was eating lunch in the LSC food court. I opened my fortune cookie, and there it was. The exact words I needed to hear at that exact moment in my life, courtesy of the Panda Express fortune cookie writing team. Yes. I have never felt so called out in my life, and it was by a cookie. College is hard. Our majors are hard. I thought I was going to have to switch my major to basket weaving when I got to physics. I held myself to some ridiculous standard that I just recently, in my last semester, realized absolutely no one else was holding me to. We must be gentle with ourselves, now and going forward. There is a time to push yourself, and there is a time to be proud of how far you've come. I want all my fellow graduates to look at their gowns, turn and look at that ridiculous cap on your classmate's head. Now is the time, thank you. Now is the time to be proud. Remind yourself that you did your best and it was enough. The second quote came to me in an email from an instructor during my very first semester here. The email, a response to my battle with doubt, read, "You are exactly where you are supposed to be." When I received this email, I was battling with the guilt of leaving my family and asking my husband to leave his, to move across the country to give college yet another try, which, as you learned minutes ago, was a bit of a gamble, given my track record. I questioned every decision I had made to that point, and my internal monologue was a cacophony of blame, regret, and doubt. One line in that one email silenced that monologue. Every single one of you is exactly where you are supposed to be. And not long from now, when we start internships, technician jobs, graduate school, wherever your path leads, you will be exactly where you're supposed to be. Earning a college degree is a choice we all had to make every single day. Put your faith in whatever drove that decision and let it remind you that wherever you end up, you are supposed to be there. And yes, the world we're stepping into is a little intimidating, especially in natural resources, especially right now. But that doesn't mean we're lost. In fact, it means we're exactly where we're supposed to be. These challenges ahead aren't a sign we're unprepared. They're proof that we're needed. You're not just meant to be there, you're ready to be there. I will close with one last quote, one that changed the trajectory of my career. This quote has lived in my email signature for 3 years to serve as a reminder to myself and hopefully others just how much power we as individuals have. The great Jane Goodall once said, "You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you." When I arrived here, I didn't know that I wanted impact out of my career, mostly because I didn't know I could have an impact. I've been wrong about a lot of things throughout my time here, but none as much as that. You, my fellow graduates, our esteemed faculty, are the reason I know I can have an impact. Not because I believe I impacted you, but because I know you all impacted me. Through your encouragement, your example, and the communities we built together. Now, I told you earlier that I left my married name off my enrollment paperwork, but I didn't tell you why. I left it off due to this misguided belief that I was going to do this thing by myself and for myself. The profound impact of the people in this room led me to acknowledge that I did not do this by myself. Choosing to include my married name on my diploma is my nod to everyone that proved me wrong, starting with my husband. I was never alone. I want to leave you with one final lesson in statistics. When someone impacts us, we carry that forward into our work and our relationships. If you impact one person today, and they carry that forward to someone else, and that person does the same, your impact grows in ways you may never see for an amount of time you cannot even fathom. Statistics was not my strong suit, but I do believe that would be considered exponential. Thank you all so much, and congratulations to the Warner College of Natural Resources class of 2025.
Thank you, Emma. Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Joel Pedersen, Geosciences Department Head, to provide our closing remarks.
Great crowd. We're almost out of here, folks. This has been fun, and as a department head of geosciences and as a faculty member, these commencement celebrations are always the best time of year. Completing things just feels good, right? Whether it's the academic year or whether it's a whole degree program. So you students and your families and your friends must all be super proud. So let's just have one more big round of applause for our graduates. With the three academic departments that are represented here today, we have some students who have focused on learning about the geoscience template of our planet that supports ecosystems and our civilization. We have many of you who are now scholars of Earth's wildlife and natural systems and the challenges they face. And we have those of you who have studied the human dimensions of our interactions with nature. So I'm stating these kind of obvious things to point out that together, not individually, you put together a pretty complete picture of our planet. And we are hoping that together now you can chart a pathway into the future. Our hope here at CSU is that you graduates will represent and fuel a new generation ready to make society into a better home for everyone, for all species, including bugs, and for future generations. And despite the barrage of different news headlines every day, I'm going to assert that our grandest challenge of our age is how do we support a technologically advanced and innovative civilization of billions of people while also somehow making it sustainable and equitable in a planet of limited resources. That's a huge challenge. I believe that you students can step forward and meet that grand challenge, leveraging the knowledge you have gained here at CSU. Your generation, when working together, is positioned to drive change and develop solutions. Hopefully, the experiential education that you've received here in the Warner College of Natural Resources has provided you the foundation and tools you need to be successful and happy, personally and in society. We here at CSU and in the Warner College have been privileged to serve you students, and we are especially grateful for what you've given back to our community in your time here. All right, as you embark on new adventures, carry the community spirit of our college with you. Please stay connected and engaged with us. Join the Alumni Association. Carry your Ram pride with you for your lifetime. And remember, we're always here for you, cheering you on, waiting to hear from you, and celebrating your achievements. Okay, congratulations once more to our students. May your path be filled with success, with joy, and with purpose. Please make a difference. And never forget, you'll always be part of the Warner College family. The last thing on my script here is go Rams. But you guys are a great crowd. I want to do it together. Okay, so I'm going to count to 3, and then all of us are going to say go Rams one last time. All right? 1, 2, 3. Go Rams! All right, thanks.
Let us now please stand and join Haley Price in singing the Colorado State University alma mater.
Hail to thee, our alma mater, Colorado State. Memories are everlasting of this place so great. May thy green and golden light us loyal ever be. Colorado State, our alma mater, hail, all hail to thee.
Congratulations again to our graduates, and thank you all for joining us. Families and guests, please remain seated as the platform party, faculty, and graduates exit. Graduates, please follow your department marshal back to the Never No Summer Ballroom. You can meet your guests outside of the Laurie Student Center at the Sutherland Garden and West Lawn. This concludes our ceremony.